Sitting down with Stockton Heat All-Star Matthew Phillips. First of all, congratulations to you. Both you and Glen were named earlier this week to the 2020 All-Star team. And I know an injury for you, and you won't be heading down to Ontario, but the honor has to mean something to you even though you won't be down there. What are your thoughts? What are the emotions from hearing that news yesterday?
Yeah, it feels really good. It's obviously a big honor, and there's a lot of good players that are not only going this year but have been there in the past. And it's really cool as well that Gods and I both got named together and roommates and all that. So it's really cool, and I know God's going to do a really good job representing the team.
You guys came into pro hockey together. You've lived together over the last 2 seasons, and it's a special bond that you guys have. And you both had very similar rookie seasons, and you're both having very similar second pro seasons. What's that journey been like, not only for yourself, but also to do it right alongside Glen?
Yeah, it's kind of funny actually. Just like we got kind of a conference call the other day telling us we're in the All-Star game. And just thinking of how far we've kind of come since the start of last season. You don't really think about it as it's happening, but if you take a little time here and there to kind of reflect, I think we've both done a pretty good job of developing, and we're really supportive of each other, so it's awesome.
Already this season for you, despite the injury, 14 goals, 30 points in 28 games. The offense has really developed, but in talking to Heat head coach Cale McLean, he's been impressed what you've done away from the puck as well. Where have you seen the development in your game overall in the second pro season?
Yeah, obviously, don't really think too much about the offense. That stuff just kind of comes when you're playing well, but I think just being reliable, and big thing I focused on it is making an impact every time you touch the puck, how important every touch is, because there's such a limited time and space that you want to make a positive impact every time you kind of are involved in the play. So that's been a big thing I've been working on.
I'm sure for you, because we chatted when you came back from Calgary, one of the bigger moments for you this season, although you didn't play in a game, was to get that experience to go up to Calgary. I'm sure that is a motivating factor maybe for you now that you're out with an injury, that you kind of saw the light there when you headed up to Calgary.
Yeah, very encouraging. I mean, it was surreal. It's kind of been a really up and down last month here for a few different reasons, but it was really cool. I feel really lucky to have gotten that opportunity, and just kind of a good sign, and just encouraging to kind of keep going, and hopefully soon enough I can get a game in.
In terms of making that next step, that's what everyone down here, not only in Stockton but in the American League, is looking to do, to make that jump up to the NHL. How close do you feel, and are there certain aspects of your game that you can work on right now over the next couple of months, and also when you return to the ice, where you can get your confidence up to the level where you know that you can make the jump to maybe a full-time guy at the National Hockey League level?
Yeah, I mean, confidence is a really big thing. You just kind of need to be confident in yourself and keep finding ways to improve. So I think some days it might not feel like we're that close here, but I mean, one thing happens up there and they're picking a guy off our team. So I think you need to keep that in the back of your head and just keep working hard. And I mean, you can't control everything, but just try to get better and better, and hopefully things go your way.
Just lastly, a few minutes ago, you mentioned players that have done this before. Strong players, even in this organization. You look at Andrew Mangiapane, you look at Rasmus Andersson, 2 guys that have graduated and are now full-timers at the National Hockey League level. When you get an honor like this, do you kind of compare yourself, or at least say, okay, there are guys that have been in my shoes and look where they are now?
Yeah, I think for sure. I mean, Stockton's always kind of highlighted and sent some really good players to the All-Star game, and it's just another one of those things where you kind of see the progression of players, and hopefully this is just one positive thing on the way, and I'm really happy for Gods as well.
Well, first of all, congrats to you, and I know we chatted about all the different accomplishments that you have had this season, and this is another box to check off for you, so congrats and best of luck here in the recovery as well.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.